Hello, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us today as we are going to now be presenting you a webinar. Our webinar will consist of what's new in Dynamics 365 Finance. So today we'll do an overview of the latest features for version 10.0.41. And this is the new release wave for September 2024. So today's agenda will be as followed. We'll be looking at platform updates, the plans for 2024, what's new and changed. Then we'll have a demo and we'll end with a Q&A session at the end. So let's get straight into it. We have our wonderful speakers here today. Peter, who is a business architect and head of an ERP department. And we've also got Anne, who is the senior consultant for Dynamics 365 Finance. So as you can see, they both come with a wealth of experience in this field. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Peter. Thank you very much.
Yes, hello everyone. Thank you, John. And thank you, our participants, for joining our today's session. As you may know, this very day, Microsoft released a new update for Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. So it's one update for both systems, finance and supply chain management as well. And if you missed overview of new features and enhancements for supply chain management, you can find the video of our webinar, our YouTube channel. Link will be available at the end of the presentation. And today we are ready to present what Microsoft prepared in this release for Dynamics 365 Finance exactly. Please pay attention that this release is marked as a major release, and that means that there will be a lot of new features and changes. We choose the most interesting from our point of view and the most important to make an overview and a short demo of one of them. So there will be new features in such areas like cash and bank management, accounts payable, general ledger, and fixed assets. Now I'm giving the floor to my colleague, the financial expert, Anne. So Anne, please, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Peter. Hello, everyone. And now I'm going to give you to tell you about changes in the last version of Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance. And first of all, some words about the cash and bank management module and feature number 1, modern bank reconciliation. This feature redesigns and improves advanced bank reconciliation. There are several new capabilities on the bank reconciliation worksheet. After importing a bank statement, you can select bank statement transactions to post to general ledger. After that, generate a payment journal specifying payment type, whether a payment journal is a customer payment journal or a vendor payment journal. After that, specifying customer or vendor account, accounting date, method of payment, financial dimensions, and financial tags if it's applicable. After that, you can post generated payment journal with optionally with manually settling open customer and vendor invoices under the selected customer or vendor accounts. You can also use bank reconciliation matching rules to automatically settle open customer invoices through user-defined criteria. And next feature number 2, automatically bridged transactions. This feature allows you to automatically clear bridged payment transactions through advanced bank reconciliation instead of manually clearing them in general ledger. Bridging posting is a two-step process that is used when payments are posted to general ledger. In the first step, you can post a transaction to bridge an account, and after that, in the second step, the bridging balance is reversed and is posted to main bank account when the payment transaction reconciles, clears a bank statement. When bank reconciliation worksheet is marked as reconciled, all clearing journals are automatically posted to general ledger. And next feature number 3, skip reversal flag validation. There is a mandatory validation that checks whether one of the bank statement line has the reversal field value is set to yes in order to match it with the original corresponding bank statement line. This feature allows you to skip this mandatory validation for manual matching reversal bank statement lines. And next module, accounts receivable. And next feature number 4, prepayment customer invoice. There are 2 different ways to work with the customer prepayments. The previous one, you can make journal entries and mark them as prepayment journal vouchers. And this feature adds another way to create and manage prepayment customer invoices. And I'm going to give you more details how it works in several minutes. And next feature number 5, free text invoice performance boost. This feature is on by default. The increasing volume of data was causing different performance issues. For example, the all free text invoices page is loaded slowly, and it's especially important when the workflow was enabled. To address these issues, 2 key changes were made. First of all, the old all free text invoices menu item now shows only invoices that have not posted status by default. It reduces initial data loading and improves load time. And the second, a new optimized free text invoices menu item provides a streamlined interface and faster data loading capabilities. And next module, general ledger, and next feature number 6, financial tag for purchase order invoicing. Financial tags are user-defined fields that are used to track additional information on accounting entries. Financial tags should be considered as an alternative to creating financial dimensions. This feature enables financial tags in purchase order documents through to invoicing. And next feature number 7, validation feature for year-end close process. During a year-end close process, 2 types of possible transactions can be created. An opening transaction is usually created and is used to create new balances in the new fiscal year. And the closing transaction is optionally created and is used to bring profit and loss balances down to 0 in the fiscal year that is closed. This feature validates this process, year-end process, and detect issues. If any issues are found, the feature suggests a resolution, and this feature ensures accurate ledger balances in both accounting and reporting currencies. And next module, fixed assets, and next feature number 8, automate split transaction posting from main book to derived books. This feature allows you to automate posting split transactions from the main book to specified derived books as configured on the asset book page. And the last feature number 9, allow depreciation when placed in service and disposal are in the same fiscal year. It's an option, and this option is on the fixed assets parameters page now. And from this page, this option can be inherited into new created fixed assets books. And this option doesn't retroactively affect existing fixed assets books. And now, as I mentioned before, I'm going to give you details about new feature, prepayment customer invoice feature. According to the agreement between the company and the customers, company may require payments for goods and services before a sales order is fulfilled. Before the last release, we can register customer prepayments by making journal entries and marking them as prepayment journal vouchers. In this case, we cannot track which customer prepayments are made against which sales order. We can only mark posted payments against the sales order for settlement. This method is suitable for companies that don't want to track prepayments against the sales order. With the last release, there is an additional way to work with customer prepayments. We can create a prepayment customer invoice associated with a certain sales order. This approach allows to track which customer prepayments are made against which sales order and improves data accuracy. Worthy of mention that there is the same functionality in accounts payable. And now on the screen you can see overview of a customer prepayment invoicing process. A prepayment value can be defined on the sales order as part of the agreement. A company issues prepayment invoice to require a deposit. The prepayment invoice is paid and the prepayment invoice is applied to the final invoice. And after that, the customer pays the remaining amount of the invoice as usual. To use new functionality, several settings have to be made in advance. And let me share in my screen. Dynamics 365 Finance and go to inventory management, setup, posting. Click Sales Order tab and click Posting Type Customer Prepayment. It's a default ledger account that is used during prepayment customer invoice posting. Because the prepaid amounts belong to the buyers until they have received goods or services, this account has to be set as a liability account, in contrast to purchase order prepayment account that is set as an asset account. A customer prepayment default ledger account is usually credited during customer invoice prepayment invoice posting, and the balance of this temporary account is reversed during standard final customer invoice posting that is applied to the customer prepayment invoice. The offsetting account is defined on a customer posting profile. And accounting practices in many countries or regions require that prepaid amount should be posted not to usual summary customer account, but as a special customer account for prepayment. To reach this goal, we can reach this goal by using a special customer posting profile for prepayments. And we are going ahead, and now we will make our first step to create a prepayment proposal. Go to accounts receivable, orders, all sales orders, and click new to create a new sales order. From the customer account drop-down list, we can select customer account, for example, US 003 Forest Electronics. Click OK. From the item number drop-down list, we can select item number, for example, D003 standard speaker. And after that, click on Sales Order tab, Totals, to check sales order totals. Let the system to respond. And we can see that total sales order amount equals 235. Okay, and after that, click Invoice tab, and we can see that with the last release, a new group of new items was added, and click Prepayment Proposal. On this page, we can enter all necessary information for a prepayment proposal. First of all, prepayment type, whether the prepayment type is percent of the total sales order amount or a fixed amount. Prepayment value and sales category. Speakers. Click OK. If the prepayment type is a fixed amount, the total prepayment amount field is enabled, and we can manually enter prepared amount. This amount cannot exceed sales order total amount and has to be set to a positive number. For example, prepayment value equals 40, and we can check total prepayment amount in this field. The tab lines is for information only because prepayment proposal is calculated based on all sales order lines. And we can make only one prepayment proposal for one sales order. After that, click Save and click Back. And now we can make a next step, prepayment invoice. On this page, we can review information, we can enter the date, and we cannot change base amount and currency. On the header tab, if it's necessary, we can change customer posting profile. After that, click Post. Let the system to respond. And invoice has been posted. And we can see that prepayment status becomes pending. From this page, we can open journals. It's a standard invoice, customer invoice journal. And from this page, we can see transactions with a new transaction type, customer prepayment. And we can see that the balance of the customer is updated. Also, we can see a related voucher. On the one side of the posting, we can see temporary default ledger account for prepayment that is credited, and on the other side of the posting, we can see summary customer account that is debited. After that, from the prepared invoice page, we can click Print to display the report that can be sent to the customer. And worthy of mention that this report is powered by electronic reporting. After that, we can make the next step, the settling of a prepayment customer invoice. When the customer prepayments are received, the customer payment journal is posted to settle prepayment customer invoice. For this goal, I duplicate this tab. Go to accounts receivable. Something goes wrong, but we are waiting. Duplicate this step another time. And go to accounts receivable. After that, payments, click payments and click customer payment journal. On this page, click new to create new customer payment journal. Select journal name. After that, click enter customer payments. And on this page, we can enter all necessary information to register customer prepayment. First of all, customer account, US003, Forest Electronics, payment date, review payment defaults if it's necessary, and we can mark our prepayment invoice, our prepayment invoice number at the 10 with 10 at the end, and we can mark our prepayment invoice. After that, enter the amount, and after that, save in journal. Click back and click lines to check our customer prepayment. If it's necessary, you can change customer posting profile and mark this entry as a prepayment journal voucher. After that, click post. We are waiting posting a journal, and operation completed, and we return to our prepayment invoice and refresh the screen. We can see that prepayment status becomes received. Our goal is getting received status to enable next menu item, apply prepayment. This field helps to ensure that all prepayment amounts are received against prepayment invoice, and if the prepayment invoice is settled partially, we can see partial payment status. After that, our last step, apply prepayment and post standard final customer invoice. If you forgot, we have to apply prepayment before standard invoice posting. If we forgot apply prepayment before standard invoice posting, we would receive the info message during standard invoice posting. For example, I forgot and I try to post invoice. And we have got info message. There is a prepayment invoice that is fully received but has not been applied. Therefore, close this info and return to our prepayment invoice and click Apply Prepayment. Select a prepayment to apply and click Apply Prepayments. After that, post invoice, click OK. Click OK. Usually it takes several seconds. And something goes wrong. Operation cancelled. Order invoice. Okay. I think we didn't develop in mistake, and I will show you a transaction in the previous example when I tested the system. Go to accounts receivable, all customers, and select Forest Electronics and select transactions. And on this page, I set the previous date. I set filter by date. Apply. And we can see 4 transactions. The first one, customer prepayment transaction that is settled against a payment. And we can click settlement history, and we can see that this payment, this is payment. And when we after the posting standard final customer invoice, the selected prepayment is applied against the final invoice. And this process is powered by special background process automation that works with frequency 1 minute now. And as part of this standard process, the new reversal prepayment invoice transaction is posted to general ledger. And this new reversal prepayment invoice transaction is settled against a final customer invoice. As a result, the amount of the final invoice is reduced by all amounts that have already been posted. That's all for today. Thank you for your patience and attention. And John, you are next.
Swiftly moving on now. So if you would like to obtain some additional resource information, you could scan the QR code there. Peter, our specialist, is able to provide some information. He's also available to conduct in discussions with anybody with regards to Dynamics 365 F&SCM. Yeah, Peter's, I'm sure, is more than happy to do so. Right. Also, just quickly moving on now. So we have Peter and Andrew, so staying on topic with Peter. We have Peter and Andrew both attending DynamicsCon, the virtual event, which will take place soon. So we would like for you to vote for our speakers. So if possible, if you go onto the DynamicsCon website, you can go to all topics, and then you can also look at our speakers. Look for our speakers, and then you could vote for their topics, and it will allow them to conduct their speaking event at DynamicsCon. So yeah, we would really appreciate if you do have the time to vote for our speakers there. So once again, just go on the website, you look for the all topics and speakers, and look for Peter and Andrew, and then just vote for their topics to be published on DynamicsCon as well.